Let me ask you something real for a moment. When you wake up in the morning, does your body feel stiff, heavy, or unsteady, like it needs time just to feel normal again? Now, here's the part that might surprise you. In Japan, there are people in their 70s, 80s, even 90s who wake up every single day without pain, without rushing, and without stepping foot in a gym. They don't stretch harder, they don't train harder, they move smarter. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the exact morning movement they swear by to stay strong, balanced, and independent, no matter their age. Stay with me, because this could change how you start every single day. Aging. Bodies don't need intense workouts. They need gentle daily movement that restores balance, awareness, and control, and this idea challenges almost everything we've been taught about fitness over the years. For decades, exercise has been presented as something loud, exhausting, and extreme, especially when it comes to staying healthy. But the reality is that as the body ages, its needs change, not because it becomes weak, but because it becomes more sensitive to stress. Muscles, joints, and connective tissues respond better to respect than to force. And gentle daily movement gives the body exactly that kind of respect. Instead of shocking the system, it slowly reminds the body how to move efficiently, safely, and confidently again. Balance is one of the first things many people notice declining with age, yet balance is not just about leg strength, it's about communication between the brain and the body. Gentle movement improves that communication by bringing awareness back into the body, something intense workouts often override. When movements are slow and controlled, the nervous system has time to register position, pressure, and alignment, which improves stability in everyday life. This is why simple practices like standing tall, shifting weight, or controlled knee bends can be more effective for preventing falls than fast or aggressive exercises. Awareness is another crucial piece that gentle movement restores. Over time, many people become disconnected from how their body feels until pain appears. Gentle daily movement invites attention back into joints, muscles, and posture without triggering fear or discomfort. This awareness allows people to notice small changes early, such as stiffness, imbalance, or fatigue, and adjust before those issues turn into injuries. Intense workouts often push people to ignore these signals, teaching them to push through rather than listen, which can be harmful for an aging body. Control is perhaps the most empowering benefit of gentle daily movement. Being able to rise from a chair, walk steadily, turn the body smoothly, or reach overhead without hesitation creates confidence that spills into every part of life. These abilities don't come from lifting heavy weights or pushing to exhaustion. They come from practicing the movements of daily living in a calm and consistent way. Gentle movement strengthens the muscles that support joints, improves coordination, and keeps movement patterns efficient, all without overwhelming the body. When gentle movement is done daily, it becomes a conversation rather than a challenge. The body responds by relaxing tension, improving circulation, and maintaining mobility naturally. This approach honors the reality of aging without giving in to limitation, allowing people to stay active, independent, and comfortable in their own bodies for years to come. Japanese elders focus on posture, breathing, and slow mobility to wake the body safely every morning. And this approach reflects a deep understanding of how the body functions as a connected system rather than a collection of separate parts. Instead of jumping straight into activity, they begin by establishing alignment and calm, knowing that how the body starts the day often determines how it feels for the rest of it. Posture is not treated as something cosmetic or forced, but as a natural position where the body can support itself with the least amount of strain. Standing tall with relaxed knees and a gently lifted spine allows the muscles to engage just enough to create stability without tension. Breathing plays an equally important role in this morning ritual. Slow, deep breathing through the nose sends a signal to the nervous system that it is safe to relax and awaken gradually. Many Japanese elders breathe into the belly rather than the chest, allowing the diaphragm to move freely and improve oxygen delivery throughout the body. This kind of breathing reduces morning stiffness, lowers stress hormones, and helps the body transition from rest to movement smoothly. When breath and posture are coordinated, the body feels more grounded and present, which reduces the risk of sudden strain or dizziness. Slow mobility movements follow naturally once posture and breath are established. These movements are never rushed or forced, and they are designed to gently explore the natural range of motion in the joints. The neck is moved carefully to maintain flexibility and blood flow without compressing sensitive structures. The shoulders and arms are allowed to swing freely to release tension built up during sleep. These slow movements act like oil for the joints, improving lubrication and warmth, so the body feels prepared for daily tasks rather than shocked into action. What makes this approach especially effective is the attention given to quality rather than quantity. Japanese elders move with intention, noticing how each movement feels and adjusting accordingly. This mindful mobility helps identify tight or weak areas early, allowing the body to adapt before discomfort becomes pain. Instead of ignoring stiffness or pushing through it, they respond with patience and curiosity. This mindset turns morning movement into a form of self-care rather than obligation. By combining posture, breathing, and slow mobility, the body wakes up in a balanced and coordinated way. Muscles engage evenly, joints feel supported, and the mind becomes calm and alert. This creates a strong foundation for the day ahead, allowing elders to move with confidence, stability, and ease, not by pushing harder, but by moving smarter and listening to the body's natural rhythm. Consistency matters more than effort. And this principle is deeply embedded in the way Japanese elders approach movement and health throughout their lives. Rather than chasing intensity or dramatic results, they value showing up every day in a small, manageable way. This mindset removes pressure and replaces it with reliability, which is far more sustainable as the body ages. When movement becomes a daily habit instead of an occasional challenge, the body adapts gradually and safely, building strength and resilience without exhaustion or injury. Small movements performed consistently create powerful long-term changes because the body responds to repetition and familiarity. Muscles, joints, and connective tissues thrive when they are used regularly, even in gentle ways. Daily movement keeps joints lubricated, muscles active, and circulation flowing, preventing stiffness and weakness from setting in. Skipping days or relying on sporadic intense workouts often leads to setbacks, soreness, or loss of motivation, whereas gentle daily movement keeps progress steady and predictable. Consistency also trains the nervous system, which plays a major role in coordination, balance, and confidence. When the body performs the same movements each morning, the brain becomes more efficient at controlling them. This improves reaction time, stability, and control during everyday activities like walking, bending, or reaching. Over time, these repeated movements feel natural and effortless, reducing the mental and physical strain of movement. Effort-heavy workouts may build temporary strength, but they don't always translate into smoother daily motion. Another powerful benefit of consistency is the emotional and psychological stability it creates. Knowing that there is a simple routine to follow each morning removes decision fatigue and self-doubt. There's no question of whether the workout was hard enough or effective enough, because the focus is on participation rather than performance. This builds trust in the process and confidence in the body's ability to adapt. For older adults, this sense of reliability can be just as important as physical improvement. Over time, consistent gentle movement supports independence, which is one of the greatest concerns with aging. Being able to stand up easily, maintain balance, and move without fear is the result of thousands of small repetitions, not a few intense sessions. Japanese elders understand that health is built quietly through patience and dedication. By choosing consistency over effort, they protect their bodies, maintain mobility, and create a lifestyle that supports long-term vitality and freedom of movement. Joint health improves through relaxed motion and circulation rather than force or pain, and this understanding is central to how Japanese elders maintain mobility well into old age. Joints are not designed to be hammered into submission, especially as the body ages. They are designed to move smoothly and regularly so they can stay nourished and supported. Unlike muscles, joints do not receive a direct blood supply, which means they rely heavily on movement to bring in nutrients and remove waste. Gentle, relaxed motion is what allows this process to happen efficiently without causing irritation or inflammation. When movement is slow and controlled, the fluid inside the joints is able to circulate and lubricate the surfaces that allow bones to glide against each other. This lubrication reduces friction and stiffness, making everyday movements feel easier and more comfortable. Forceful or aggressive exercise can have the opposite effect, compressing joints too hard and triggering pain or swelling. Japanese elders avoid this by moving within a comfortable range, focusing on how the movement feels rather than how intense it looks. Relaxed motion also helps the muscles surrounding the joints function properly. Muscles that are constantly tense or overworked can pull unevenly on joints, leading to discomfort and limited mobility. Gentle movement encourages these muscles to release unnecessary tension while still staying active. This balance of relaxation and activation creates a supportive environment for the joints, allowing them to move freely without strain. Over time, this reduces the wear and tear that often leads to chronic joint pain. Pain is treated as a signal, not a challenge, in this approach. Japanese elders do not believe in pushing through joint pain to prove strength or discipline. Instead, they adjust their movements, slow down, or rest when needed. This respect for the body's signals helps prevent small issues from becoming long-term injuries. By listening to discomfort rather than ignoring it, They preserve joint function and comfort for years longer than many people expect. Circulation plays a vital role in joint health, and gentle movement is one of the most effective ways to improve it. As the body moves, blood flow increases to the surrounding tissues, bringing oxygen and nutrients that support repair and flexibility. This increased circulation also helps reduce stiffness that builds up during sleep or long periods of sitting. Through relaxed daily motion, joints remain warm, responsive, and capable, allowing older adults to move with confidence and ease without relying on force or enduring pain. Movement isn't just physical exercise, it is a mental and emotional reset that shapes the entire day, and this is something Japanese elders understand intuitively. The way the body is treated in the first moments after waking sends powerful signals to the mind. When movement begins slowly and intentionally, it creates a sense of calm rather than urgency. This calm carries forward, influencing mood, focus, and emotional resilience throughout the day. Instead of starting the morning with stress or distraction, gentle movement establishes a grounded and centered state of being. The mind and body are deeply connected, and morning movement acts as a bridge between the two. Slow breathing and controlled motion help regulate the nervous system, shifting it out of a state of tension or anxiety and into a state of balance. This shift reduces the mental noise that often accompanies modern life, making it easier to think clearly and respond thoughtfully rather than react emotionally. For older adults especially, this sense of mental clarity can improve confidence and reduce feelings of overwhelm. Emotionally, morning movement creates a feeling of accomplishment before the day has even begun. Completing a simple routine reinforces the belief that the body is capable and dependable. This positive reinforcement builds self-trust and a sense of agency, which are essential for emotional well-being. Rather than focusing on limitations or fears associated with aging, the mind becomes oriented toward possibility and control. This mindset shift can be subtle, but over time it transforms how people relate to their bodies and their lives. Gentle movement in the morning also encourages mindfulness. By paying attention to posture, breath, and sensation, people become more present in their bodies. This presence helps reduce rumination and worry, anchoring attention in the here and now. Many Japanese elders view this time as a quiet form of meditation, even if they don't label it that way. The repetition and rhythm of movement create a peaceful mental space that supports emotional stability. As this practice becomes a daily habit, its effects extend far beyond the morning. People often find themselves moving more confidently, breathing more deeply, and approaching challenges with greater patience. The emotional steadiness cultivated through morning movement becomes a foundation for the entire day, reinforcing a sense of balance, gratitude, and calm that supports both mental and physical health in a lasting way.